Hello everyone and welcome to the F1 Corner, yet another Formula One vlog about the latest news of the Formula One world from from Formula One Corner, if we want, because it is actually freezing outside. It is winter in Canada and I don't feel like taking a walk at minus 15 degrees. So, quite a few news since our last videos, including some news about Lewis Hamilton's contract. Remember that he did not sign it yet for 2021. But first we must talk about very sad news that affected the motorsport world this week. On Thursday, January 28th, Adrian Campos suddenly passed away. For those of you who don't know him, Adrian Campos, you might have heard his name previously, drove for Minardi in the 80s and was the owner of the Campos Formula 2 team, who won the World Championship in the past. And he's a man who was very involved with young drivers, and he managed to give a chance in Formula One to many known drivers, including Fernando Alonso, double world champion, and Jack Aitken, who raced for Williams last year. So it is a very sad moment for motorsport from someone who was very dedicated to helping young driver and really involved in motorsport. It is what it is, and we will remember him, his team, his legacy will go on, and for sure some young drivers that he helped will make it on the grid rather sooner than later, hopefully. Now let's go on to more happy news, more happy topics, let's say. Let's start with Lewis Hamilton, because we all want to know what's going on, why his contract not signed yet. Well, according to team principal Toto Wolff, the Hamilton's contract is still on hold because of lawyers' issue. The lawyers are still going over every words, every comma on that contract, because it's always a matter of details, usually the fine prints. And there is no doubt that this contract will be signed before Bahrain, according to Toto Wolff. So before the beginning of the season, in 2 months, the contract should be signed. But like he said, arguing over Zoom with Hamilton and the lawyers is not always super easy, so it's better to take it slowly. But yeah, legal issues, and probably this contract will be signed very shortly. Very good news for Williams. Jenson Button is going back with the team. He's going to become an advisor, senior advisor for Williams. Jenson Button does have experience with the team. That's where he started his Formula One career in 2000. And he's going to join as an advisor for the young drivers, mostly. So he's going to work at the factory with the simulator, with the young drivers to help them improve. And it's a new chapter for Jenson Button, and he will be present on most venues this year, and also will still keep his job as Formula One commentator outside the track once in a while. But pretty cool, back to the source, and also a good helping hand for a team that is on the way to recovery. New ownership for Williams by the Rotten Capitals, and there is no doubt that only great things can happen, and Button does have a lot of experience. He's a world champion with Brawn in 2009, so he knows what it takes to bring a team to world champion level. Let's talk now about Sergio Perez joining Red Bull this year. He made his first step with the Red Bull team. There's an interview on the internet that you can watch also, saying that he's getting accustomed to everything, new factory, new team, new ways of doing things. It's a bit like a dog with a new family, just looking everywhere and trying to figure out what is going on. But so far, pretty happy, pretty committed to the team, conscious that he's getting a very big opportunity that he cannot let slip away. He will do everything in his power to push the team, to push himself, to push his teammate Max Verstappen, and is also convinced that he can help the team in many areas to try and improve and maybe be a world champion team again. Perez saying that if that car is only good enough for a third place, well, he will make sure that this car is second. Still on the subject of new drivers at new team, Carlos Sainz finally got his first chance with Ferrari. First testing this week in Fiorano. Ferrari was holding a full week of testing with young drivers and new drivers with their 2018 car. We have to precise that it is not the 2020 car that will be similar to the 2021. So 2018 car, there's not much in terms of car handling that you can gain from that, but just the procedures, the steering wheel, how it is made, all the subtle differences between Racing Point and Ferrari are what Carlos Sainz was able to work on. His father, Carlos Sainz Sr., was joining him on his testing day. For Carlos, it was an emotional moment, racing for the red team like his hero, Fernando Alonso, once did. So it was there's a video also on YouTube about that. Pretty moving when you hear him talk. Also pretty cool. So first wheel spin in red for Carlos Sainz started this week, and hopefully he can also get pretty good results this year. News from the Formula One logistic before we finish with more stuff on the team. Races for 2021 officially will start again at the hour. So for the last few years, you probably remember, races started like at 2 hours 10 minutes p.m., 3 hours 10 minutes p.m., whatever the hour, always at 10 minutes. The goal with that was to try to get more people on board, with some sports channel often starting right at the hour, so people would usually miss the pre-race show. But in the end, they are going back after a few years trying that. Races will start again right at the hour, so at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, whatever, the race will officially start. There's no real reason, a real explanation about that, but my guess is that it did not produce the result that they expected in terms of audience, TV audience. So, I'm kind of happy with that. To me, it always felt like, a race starts at the hour. It's like precision, which is what Formula One is about. We finish with more news from other teams. McLaren finally fired up their engine, Mercedes engine for McLaren this year. Fired up for the first time this week in the factory. Pretty happy. It's always a relief for the team when this engine fires up for the first time. It's like a milestone is achieved. And McLaren announced that they will show their 2021 car on February 15, and we also have another date. Alfa Romeo is gonna show their car for the first time on February 22nd. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you once again for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to make sure you don't miss any news regarding the Formula One world. And on my side, I'm gonna go back to play the Formula One 2020 game, which is currently running on my TV, but because it is raining in the practice session, I'm recording this instead. So thank you guys for watching once again, and I will see you pretty soon. Have a good day.